Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. I just want to read for you guys today. Let's do a love reading for you. Spirit, ancestors, guides. Sorry, just gotta move some papers here. Okay, what do we got for you guys? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In love, what do we have for the Pisces collective? What are most going through, and what messages do they most need to hear, spirits? What is the situation? Whoop. Field of Dreams. Wow. Some of you are dreaming about somebody, or you're dreaming about the love that you hope you'll find. You could be caught up in romantic thoughts. You could be planning out weddings in your head. You could be thinking about what that person is going to look like, what they're going to say to you, how you're going to meet. For others of you, you might be simply just putting in the action with the person that you're with to make your dreams come true, to start your lives together. You may have dreams of getting a home together, having children, starting businesses, whatever it is that your hopes and dreams are. You guys are in your typical Pisces dreamy state right now. Helps and hindrances. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So as this is unfolding, Pisces, this could be somebody who's not very good with money. It could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but somebody who's very materialistic and very shallow. They could be a gold digger, if you will. And it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a man, a woman. It could be anybody. But somebody who is a bit of a gold digger, is a little bit greedy. Okay, so be careful of that, because that to me is a hindrance, especially because it came out of reverse. And for others of you, you may just feel like your dreams are not coming true at the moment because there could be a lack of opportunity in terms of money and finances in a connection. For others of you, you might be worrying about whether the person that you're with is possibly seeing somebody else. So let's see what the subconscious influence is. What is the subconscious influence, please, for Pisces? Right. Competition. It's possible that you might be seeing somebody and maybe they're seeing others at the same time, or possibly you're seeing other people at the same time. Maybe you don't know who to go with. But honestly, as this is a subconscious influence, I feel like there is some inner turmoil going on. And I think that the inner turmoil could be fears, or maybe it's just different parts of yourself that are fighting with each other. One part of you says, oh, I'm not good enough. The other part of you says, I am good enough. And at the end of the day, it's sparking fears, possible fears, hence the illusion or dreams. Maybe you're even having nightmares that possibly the person that you're with may cheat on you. Oh, you know those dreams like when you're with somebody and you dream about them messing around with other people and it's so vivid and you wake up and you're just really upset? It's that sort of thing. In the recent past, the past influence here is somebody who was, to me, not very honest. I think that they weren't honest in their intention. They could have been a big talker, somebody who promised you everything. Maybe that Field of Dreams right there. But really, they weren't able to deliver. So because you've been let down in the past, that could be that subconscious fear, is that you're in the same kind of connection. But it's only because this represents thoughts. It's in your thoughts. It's in your fears. So it may not even be real. But the thing is that you may be affected to the point where you could be snooping around in your partner's phone or on their computer or, in their wallets or whatever, just to find any kind of information to see who or if they're speaking to somebody else or getting to know somebody else, or if there's something going on. I feel like there's high suspicion here in the recent past. Pisces, what's going on? Thought this would be a love reading. And if this isn't you, if this isn't resonating with you, this could be the person that you're dealing with. Also, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, because that is air energy. But somebody here is definitely worried about whether they're going to get knocked down by competition or if someone's going to come along and take away what it is that they have. And it's almost to the point where, because it's a subconscious fear, maybe you don't even realize that it's a fear, or maybe you've been cheated on in the past, but that fear has gotten so great that it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, that you continue to look for things wrong. Some of you may even be accusing your partner of doing something, and maybe you don't even have the evidence yet, or the person you're dealing with could be accusing you of doing something and they don't have the evidence yet, right? There it is. Seven of Pentacles. The focus card here is Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which means someone not investing, somebody not putting in enough effort, somebody not nurturing and giving into a situation. So whatever you focus on, you will truly find. Do you know what I'm saying? You can always find an argument for or against a situation. It's all how or where your focus is shifted, for that matter. So I think that because you've been hurt, and this is no fault of your own, this is actually a good message from Spirit. Spirit is saying right now, if you're having nightmares, or if you're having worries, or if you're concocting these situations in your mind, then it's becoming a reality for you, even if it's not happening externally. But it's getting to the point now where it's like you're literally sneaking around trying to find evidence, and it's getting, I hate to say it, but it may push somebody away that you love, or they might be doing this to you. So cross watchers, if you're watching this, not trying to be rude, but for the safety and the prosperity of your new relationship, if you're with a Pisces, it's time to have a look at these fears and maybe communicate that to the partner, because maybe communicate that to your Pisces, because maybe they can help you through these fears to help you feel more secure, so that you don't have to go on these missions of self-destruction or destruction of something based on simple fear in our mind. Our mind can be our worst enemy. So the near future, possibly, is the Four of Swords in reverse. To me, this is a lot of anxiety and a lot of fear. Okay? Mounting and growing, maybe even to a point where, and of course, these are mental thoughts again, but this is overwhelming fear and anxiety. I think it's a lack of clarity, right? Because if it was upright, it would be somebody who is healing and contemplating and meditating, that type of energy. But because it's in reverse, for me and with the surrounding cards, I'm feeling as though whoever this is that is in such a thought process, they could even get to a worse point in terms of their anxious fears. What is your energetic? Okay, yeah, see? Your influence on this situation is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Lack of confidence. Definite lack of confidence. Insecurity. Feeling afraid. Feeling not good enough. And again, this in reverse can also be, mistresses and such. So this could even mean that you might be sneaking around, and now because you've done it, you're suspecting that your partner's done it. It's like a psychological defense mechanism, or they're doing this to you. They snuck around on you and now they're blaming you. Do you see what I mean? And now they're scared that it's happening to them. But yeah, it's either a lot of insecurity here, which I think is happening, especially from these cards, and it's because of a past situation, maybe that even caused a little bit of PTSD. Okay, and that's why. Because the energy in your environment right now, if this is your person, the Six of Wands, you could either be dealing with somebody who is narcissistic, they're heavy or high in narcissistic traits. So maybe they are making you feel insecure by playing head games with you. It's possible. It's possible that they even did mess around. But I think for a lot of you is that your partner may have a lot of attention. They could even be in the public eye. They could even have people fighting for their attention. And let's face it, there are a lot of people in the world who, when they see people that are happy together, they want what those people have. So they will try and move in on your partner. And that could very well be what's happening. Someone could be trying to seduce your partner at this moment, but your partner might look good, feel good, might be very even good looking and very appealing. And because of that, you may feel like you're constantly having to fight for this connection, but yet it's destroying you because your fear is that they're going to take off on you for somebody else. Oh, Pisces. That's not cool. So the advice, stop rejecting yourself. I think what's happening here is that, as we say, the focus here is that you're focusing so much on what's not being done, what you don't have, what isn't going well, that you're rejecting yourself in this matter. You're leaving yourself out in the cold. And when I say that, when you leave yourself out in the cold because you're putting your attention too much on the external and what the external can do for you, is you're not nurturing yourself, you're not loving yourself, you're not working on your self-esteem. And working on ourselves is an everyday thing. It's like eating and breathing and drinking water. A necessity is that every day we focus on ourselves. We listen to inspiring podcasts or videos. We journal. We take baths. We exercise. Part of loving ourselves means going in, having dialogues with that part of ourself that feels insecure and hurt, and working it out and making a promise to yourself that you will always be there for you. So even if somebody did leave you out in the cold, you'd never leave you out in the cold. And then you start to build on your self-esteem by listening to affirmations, by dealing with any pains from the past, letting those feelings come up, surface, so that you can process them and let them go, so that you can move forward. Otherwise, you'll stay trapped in this mental prison that will continue to have you rejecting yourself. Right now, I don't feel as though this situation is about somebody doing something wrong. I feel more or less like it's you doing it to yourselves. And I don't feel that you know it. I don't think you knew this, that you were even doing this to yourself, that you were self-sabotaging. But somewhere deep down, you're not feeling good enough. And that's why you're looking externally for evidence that you're not good enough. And it probably doesn't help if your partner is looking good, feeling good, and getting attention. Because, yeah, you almost get addicted to the fact that you're always on guard for what it is that you have that you think you need to protect. But then it's that vicious cycle of, but I'm not good enough, so I'm going to lose them. And then it just goes, it goes in cycles and maybe even causes arguments and such. So what is the possible outcome if Pisces starts working on their self-esteem and loving themselves as they should? Whoops. And keep in mind, too, if this is somebody with narcissism, like high narcissistic traits, they could be triangulating you into situations and making you think that they've got other people on the go, and maybe they do, but a lot of it is a power and a control thing to make you feel insecure, to make you feel less than, to make you feel suspicious, to make you feel crazy, because then they have the control over you. And then they can break you down to not being the beautiful queen or king, for that matter, that you are. So be careful too that that's not happening in your situation. So what is the outcome if they work on themselves, please, Spirit? And this very much, I feel, resulted from possible cheating in the past. Beautiful. So the long-term outcome will be possibly even attracting somebody new who is going to be very stable. Page of Pentacles. Somebody who will be reliable. But really, right now, I think you're going to be working on yourself, giving that gift of stability for showing up for yourself, putting in the effort that's required and doing whatever it takes to get yourself feeling stable. And you'll be in the beginning stages of it, because I don't think you've had that opportunity, some of you, for a long time. Perhaps you've been stuck in situations for a long time where you've been beaten down, or maybe you've gone through so many betrayals that now it's time, Spirit is saying, to stop rejecting yourself, stop focusing on the outside world. Don't invest in worrying about, relationships, money, whatever else, because the most important relationship is the one with Spirit and yourself. Okay? Time to start showing up for you. What is the last card for Pisces, please? Surrender to passion. Look at that. Get out of your head. Oh my gosh, didn't I say that? Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. That's right. It's where you're putting your focus. And I think that the focus right now, unfortunately, hasn't been on good dreams. It's been on fears. Fears that you've created in your mind. Fears that are pulling you down because of past influences. But you've got this, Pisces. You are so strong. So, yeah, it's going to feel weird, but it's time to just say, yeah, brain, now we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to do a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of putting ourselves first, and we're going to work this out so that we turn this insecurity into the fiery, beautiful individual that you're meant to be, full of passion, the light in the room, the light in the world. Okay? All right, Pisces, that's what I got for you. Sending you so much love. Bye, guys.